It's just one straw, it won't matter. Just use a disposable mask. It's so much more convenient. These are just some examples of how our everyday lives remain so dependent on plastic. Plastic pollution has always been a serious issue, but with the growth of consumerism in recent years, its accumulation in the environment has worsened.
Plastics, a ubiquitous problem faced by the entire world. Its rapid rate of production has overwhelmed the world's ability to deal with them. Without efficient garbage collection systems, they're now found in every ecosystem around the world. Currently, we have an astounding 150 million tons of plastic in our oceans, and according to estimates, there could be more plastic than fish in our oceans by the year 2050. How do we restore the wonderful undisturbed ecosphere we call Mother Nature? The answer may lie right before our eyes, the little fungi. Here, let us walk you through what these fungi can do with a little video. So, why exactly is plastic harmful to our environment? Well, most plastics are non-biodegradable and can take up to millions of years to be broken down. The accumulation of these single-use plastics in the environment can have devastating impacts on both the terrestrial and marine ecosystems. When plastic waste finds its way into the oceans, marine species like sea turtles and fishes mistake these pieces as food and ingest them, resulting in plastic accumulating in their stomachs, eventually leading to death. Furthermore, these innocent creatures also risk getting entangled in the plastics, and without any means to remove them, they end up getting choked to death.
Plastic pollution poses a similar threat to terrestrial organisms. Birds may mistake plastic waste for nesting material and end up building a nest out of plastic, which may be ingested by newly hatched chicks when they peck at their own nest. Even larger organisms, such as cows and pigs, are not spared from the plastic crisis. Despite their large body size, these animals can still die of suffocation when they ingest plastic pieces. These are just some of the ways plastic can affect these ecosystems, and as the accumulation of plastic waste increases due to continued plastic consumption, our natural ecosystem will face further disruption. But have no fear, fungi are here. Many different species of fungi, such as endophytic fungus from the Amazon forest, to more common species, such as the oyster mushroom, have been found to have the ability to break down polyurethane plastics, which are versatile and can be made into a variety of items like construction materials, textiles, and masks. Today, we will be talking about a specific species of fungi, the Styloptiosis microspora. So, how does their superpower work? Generally, fungi can undergo a process called mycoremediation, which is a cheap and effective method that allows fungi to remove contaminants from the environment. Enzymes such as esterase, lipase, protease, urease, and serine hydrolase are secreted from the fungi's root mycelia. These enzymes cleave the ester bonds found between plastic molecules, breaking down plastic even in anaerobic conditions. Isn't this cool?
As if the ability to break down plastic isn't enough to make one go wow, the use of fungi doesn't just stop there. After they are done breaking down plastic waste, these fungi also have other environmentally friendly functions. For example, it can be used as an alternative food source which may serve as a viable alternative to address food security issues. This was tested out by a researcher, Katharina Unger of Utrecht University, who even described the fungi as sweet-tasting. The fungi can also be repurposed into furniture and building materials such as mushroom bricks. With building materials and construction making up about 1/10 of global carbon dioxide emissions, these fungi provide a more durable and biodegradable alternative to more polluting materials like cement. Furthermore, they can help with cleanup efforts, feeding off waste materials that might otherwise have landed up in a landfill, like sawdust or agricultural waste, and removing pollutants from the soil. The leftover fungi can also be dumped into a compost bin and turned into a nutrient-rich medium which can then be used to fertilize your plants. Finally, they can be used to synthesize biofuels. Researchers have discovered a bacteria in old mushroom-growing substrates that converts cellulose to biobutanol, a liquid fuel that can directly replace gasoline in engines, providing yet another environmentally friendly alternative to our current methods. While this unique mushroom might sound like a silver bullet to our problem with plastic pollution, there are still some limitations to how effective they can be. For one, micro-remediation works too slowly for it to be used on an industrial scale. The reactions may vary depending on the species and the local growing conditions, making results highly variable. Furthermore, it is still a growing area of research and interest, so there is still currently insufficient information about these plastic-eating fungi, making it hard for this novel idea to be implemented industrially. Although these fungi may not work effectively on a large scale, we believe it has the high potential to be used in individual households. Now, we will be showing you a video on how this is done.
The fungi can be used as a home recycling kit for families to reduce their plastic wastage. For example, after we are done using plastic items, instead of throwing them into our normal bins, we can throw them into the plastic waste bins from our community, add the fungi into the same bin, and you're done.
1 week later.
The plastic would have been broken down and the fungi would have multiplied. It's just like having your own mushroom farm at home. We can then harvest this fungi for any other alternative uses we deem fit.
Wow, that sure looks like an easy way to do our part for the environment. In conclusion, these fungi can play a huge role in our fight against plastic pollution. Even though they may not be effective on the industrial scale as of today, implementing them as home recycling kits in individual households can make a difference. In our bid to protect the biodiversity and ecosystems all around the world, everyone has to play a part, however big or small. So why not save our beautiful world the fun way with the help of the fun guy? Get it? Get it?